going to be my very first in my bridal series, and I've been wanting to do this for you guys for a while. I've been saying it in my vlogs a ton, and if you guys are new to my channel, hello, my name is ThatCLeigh. I am a newly engaged bride-to-be, and I kind of just wanted to share my wedding planning experience with you and kind of just like really let you guys know how the emotions go and how the feelings are, just give you tips and tricks on planning a wedding. And I just really want to have you guys follow along my journey because this is the most insane and surreal experience I have ever gone through. It is so mind-blowing to me. When we first got engaged, all I could say was, this is weird. This is weird. This is my life. This is weird. This is different. I didn't know how to really explain how I felt. But anyway, I wanted to go ahead and start this series for you guys now. I am getting married this year and I am so excited and I'm just ready to share this journey with you guys. So this is going to be my first video in the series, and this one is going to be all kind of on the engagement and how I felt about it and kind of the emotions that were behind it during that time and a few weeks after, between my engagement time and to now. I'm kind of just gonna share my emotions. So yeah, that's what this video is going to be about. So if you guys are interested in hearing about the engagement and, you know, my feelings behind it and all of that, then definitely keep watching. Okay, so I thought that this would be the best time to share this story with you guys. With Valentine's Day right around the corner, I just thought, what better time to start this series than now? So basically, a little bit of information about us. Preston and I have been dating for 5 years now. My fiance's name is Preston, sorry for anyone who's new. We've been dating for 5 years, or we were, and on our 5th year anniversary, he proposed to me. He proposed to me at the Gaylord Palms in Orlando, Florida. He had recreated our very first date that we had ever had. Our first date we ever had, we went to the Cheesecake Factory for dinner, and then we proceeded into going to the Gaylord Palms Resort in Orlando, Florida to see the ice show. And that was kind of when our love story really just kind of kicked off, and that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to recreate that. It was a beautiful proposal. I have a vlog on it. You guys can go watch it. It's from December 1st of this past Vlogmas series. So you guys can go watch the engagement. But yeah, so he proposed there and it was just absolutely insane. It was the weirdest, and I say the word weird because I don't know how else to say it. Like weird and surreal and amazing and mind-blowing, those are all just kind of bottled into one, and I can't really say what the word is. I don't know what it would be. But it was one of the most surreal moments I had ever had. You know, when he got down on a knee, I busted out crying. Like, just tears were flowing. He could have been tying his shoe, he could have been dusting, you know, my shoes, he could have been doing anything, but right when he got on a knee, I just started bawling. And we did capture it on camera because he had said that he wanted to take a bunch of photos that night. So we were taking a bunch of photos and we had found a spot where I could put my camera on like a ledge to take a photo of us. He had wanted somebody else to take it, but I'm like, no, we'll just put it on the ledge, no big deal. He's just like, okay, whatever. So we ended up capturing it. The camera went off right as he was proposing, and we got a picture of it, and all you see is me bawling, and it's a really, really sweet moment. And I remember after it happened, I had so many tears in my eyes and I just had so many different emotions. I just had to sit down. I'm like, I have to sit. I can't stand up, I can't walk, I can't process this right. I just gotta sit down and like say, oh my gosh. And it got to the point where I couldn't stop looking at my hand. Like, when it comes to this ring, I will do a video separate regarding like how to pick out a ring and my different advice when it comes to picking out a ring and all this different stuff. But when it came to this ring, I gave him an idea of the ring that I wanted. I told him my dream ring. I wanted something very classic. I wanted something that wouldn't go out of style, and I just wanted something that really was me. And I had told him the type of ring that I wanted, and he made my dream come to life. This ring is more beautiful than anything I could have ever imagined. It blows everyone's mind. Once they see the ring, everyone's just like, oh my gosh. It is absolutely stunning, and it is honestly one of the most beautiful pieces that I will ever have in my entire life. That evening I just couldn't stop looking at my ring, and I just kept saying, is this real? Is this real life? Am I gonna wake up? Is this really happening? Are we really engaged? Is something that I've been wanting for so long really happening? And it was like, yeah. And like immediately a switch turned in me. It was like, we are no longer these like kids dating, getting to know one another. Like, we are now like entering a different part of our life, and we're now about to commit to each other. And it was such an amazing feeling. It really, really was. And you know, obviously there's been no question. He and I have been dating for 5 years. We live together. We own a house together. We own dogs, a cat, fish. We own everything together. And our whole life for the past 5 years has been as a team. And, you know, obviously it'd be no questions asked that, you know, we'd get married and everything, but it's such an amazing feeling. And I remember going through a process, like, during that time, I know it's only been 2 months, but during that time, I was having a lot of low moments. I didn't feel good enough in any avenue I went in, my career, you know, my looks. I gained a lot of weight, so I lost a lot of self-confidence, and immediately, once that happened, I just felt beautiful, and I'm like, he chose me. Like, he wanted me. And even at my lowest point, the way I look at my figure-wise, the way I feel about myself, like, he wants me at my worst. And that to me was just so amazing and such a great feeling, because I feel my worst, but he doesn't see me that way. And it just shows that, you know, no matter what we go through, we're gonna love each other. Like, I gain 10 pounds, he's gonna love me. I lose 20 pounds, he's gonna love me. No matter what it is, it was just such a really, really amazing feeling. So for the first 24 hours, it was pretty amazing. But the following day, we immediately had to start talking about a venue. And we immediately had to start the wedding planning process. And it kind of took away from the magic. You know, at first it was still very magical, and it was very surreal, and it was very like, oh my gosh, and I'm still living the oh my gosh moment. I still every day am like, is this real? Is this really happening? But because we had to plan our wedding so abruptly, like the next day, honestly, we started looking for venues, because we wanted to make sure that we got the perfect venue, and venues here in Florida book up 2 years in advance, and we knew that we wanted to get married in 2016, so we had to start venue hunting really, really fast. So it kind of took away from the magic, because there is a huge amount of stress that goes into wedding planning, and you know, I'm going to cover all of that in my next video, but it was such a magical time. Eventually we did have to come back down to reality and realize, okay, now we have a really busy year coming ahead, and we had a busy year without the wedding planning, and now we have an even busier year with the wedding planning. So while it still is such a magical and amazing feeling right now, it does kind of start to bring a lot of emotions out and a lot of overwhelming times out. And you know, I'm only covering 2 months, so I've really hit a lot of roller coasters the past 2 months, and again, I will cover that in another video. But for this one, I just kind of wanted to explain, yes, the proposal was amazing, it was beautiful, it was a dream come true. Everything about it is just as magical as you think it's going to be, only it's even better. It's just a crazy and amazing feeling all in one. It's just been something that I know I have wanted for a really long time, and he has wanted, and we've wanted to do, and we're just really excited that we're actually taking that next step. But my next video will actually be on picking out a venue and different tips and tricks about that, and all of the different emotions that came with that. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video. I'm on cloud 9. I'm so excited. I'm so ready for this process, and I'm so ready to marry him, and I'm just so excited for this year. So I definitely invite you guys to follow along, and make sure you guys subscribe, follow me on Instagram, on Snapchat. I'm constantly documenting everything that we are going through, so definitely make sure that you guys follow along that. If you guys have any questions about bridal, picking out venues, picking out vendors, please ask below. Definitely leave your questions down below so I know to cover it in my next video. Like I said, the next one is going to be how to pick out your venue. So if you guys have any questions on that, or even on other stuff, just make sure you leave it below so I can cover that in my next video. So yeah, I just want to give you guys a really quick background on us and our engagement and everything about it, and introduce my new bridal series, and I hope you guys follow along. But that is it. So like I said, follow me on all my social media networks, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care, everyone.